speaker to avoid the situation where speaker bekoso na why determination na akofa entawantawa abeto parliament and the judiciary and osusu say it wasn't the best. I listened to other interesting submission from members of parliament. Eventually speaker here say obey adjourn the proceedings na wabe man the ruling underlined. So the speaker as it were by 2 days later man the ruling a written ruling out to extempore say what na king kan keke. The speaker had a written reasoned ruling and already to the house and for that matter to the whole world. Now speaker allusion or refer to a precedent. And precedent or refer to no a precedent right honorable speaker of parliament honorable professor Aaron Michael Quay abra na or speaker of parliament or a similar matter ebaya honorable Andrew Asiama concerned for me na why na adwin so obeko independent na New Patriotic Party general secretary etro letter edekoma Professor Michael Quay petitioning him say ususu say honorable Andrew Asiama say oko independent their party no I invoke the party's constitution until we expel no from the party, for which reason Ontumi remain in parliament on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party whilst he was going as an independent candidate. Speaker Michael Quay referred the matter at that time to Honorable Andrew Asiama to also respond to the petitioner and Nsaka. In law will say the Odi or Trump attempt rule say you have the right to be heard, giving you opportunity to be heard on the matter. Eventually, Speaker Michael Quay made a determination. The determination is based on the petition, what the Breno, and having read the various constitutional provisions, any relevant status war then parliamentary standing orders guide the parliament and all that. Not osusu say where there was a case for him to declare say for Mina City no abeye vacant. Okay. At that time there was no court case. At that time his attention was not drawn to any court case. Fast forward. So he went ahead and declared. Fast forward. Now what Honorable Aban Smano, Right Speaker of Parliament Babeng, all money ruling, or can I say, look, there is a precedent. Precedent NSA, my predecessor, the immediate predecessor, Professor Aaron Michael Quay, a determination, was similar facts. Say, sitting up a vacant because the person now or subject matter of the issue. Honorable Andrew Asiama Obia party no na de no koye and now person call independent. So party no actual letter by based on that I declare the seat vacant. Honorable Abambabin Eka say though I am not bound by the ruling of my immediate predecessor, Professor Aaron Michael Quay. Me sa na asem na okan no enhye bia enhye me se medi so. Nenso mahwehwe enkrata makenkan constitution ena mahwe butaya na etai sa article 97 1 G and H. Mimi susu say wana Ghana adehia wo constituencies sa empanyimfo wa woto abama won on the ticket of political parties and one as an independent candidate. Say nay notice o pull ababonting from the electoral commission ekire say wo pese wo deviate from kwanya wo for so ba parliament there. Then they omonye people are omo questionable loyalty to the people to abama won. Eno nti ma declare one seat no vacant. And I so announce, so inform the house. Very, very interesting developments in Ghana, here democracy. I'm saying very, very interesting because now following from Speaker Sema Okaye, majority leader responding or expressing the disappointment with the speaker's position because he felt the speaker had been duly served with the process, with a legal directory to parliament as required by law. Speaker Honorable Abamba Benkai said no, he had not been properly served. Okay, I don't call that change. Majority can say subsequently will boycott parliament until say a determination is made at the court. Minority speaker, a minority leader of parliament, Honorable Kesato Forcing, in his a statement, can say what the speaker say, Wabuana one susuye no one hyehyɛ yabam. Actually say a free sabre nekono by the numbers I wa parliament. One a minority no wa metamorphosize and I say wa sesa abeye majority. And a majority abeye minority. For which reason? Wako parliament on Tuesday, free Tuesday econo. Minority leader will be majority leader. A majority leader will be minority leader. Second deputy speaker of parliament, Honorable Andrew Asiama, Anna, by virtue of the position or a second deputy speaker of parliament, that position abe vacant. So they will take steps to fill that vacuum. And I say vacancy abeto. Various committees are now because of the membership and the majority minority dynamics in what parliament by virtue of changing na abano also yen sachraye na wasasa the various leadership of the various committees and all that. Okay, fast forward adeachen ya Supreme Court ekwatanase ex parte application by the majority in parliament. I wanna say and it's a court emfa stay execution of speaker, the declaration, the ruling, the determination, whatever you want to call it. We use these words because it is in controversy. Court no ex parte meaning say woko court to abreko one serve speaker ne one also serve one. Obviously the attorney general will also be part. Court no HCA asema lawyers for the majority side ediko court no. Na court no can I say the odi utram patem room and I say rule I say ubia with the right to be heard. So cardinal, it is a fundamental principle underpinning our 1992 constitutional dispensation. The Shrine said 1992 constitution no sir ubia ewa kwenya says assembly ba yebetie ne side no ade sombo paye enti no lawyers no decide na ba wo gina no so ahwe say speaker sema okaye say we declare seat no vacant wabreko a wan masa empanyifo a affect won no akwanya say won so no they will be heard no ade so critical. So was stay execution of the speaker's determination, declaration, information, ruling, however you want to call it, depending on baby cry with Gina and I will be friend din our person with the friend. I have said and I will maintain that ubia any neutral as far as sa and same way ba ushe din ya yede ma and it's an aye categorized near course so now it tells you where the person is coming from. Very interesting developments as part of our journey towards deepening our democracy. Supreme Court made a decision by a come and see interpretation of the Constitution. Very exciting, very interesting twist, dynamics, and all that from varied schools of thought. Lawyers, academicians, social commentators, everybody will be actually. That is the beauty of democracy. So ubasha what follow social media and what follow discussions on radio and I would see any echoes. Well, of course, me I'm a idea. Ubia Oshe KOD program on Friday, March program on Kessben, and a morning show. I made my point, and I stand by that point. My point was that speaker, ne was say na otonebo na or apply the brakes. That bibia pump speaker. So bu na ni gu sa Supreme Court case. And Honorable Afenyoma Kendi akodom Supreme Court for interpretation. Because makawu ye neutral arbiter and umpire. Na ye catch say assemble e koso the way air corner didn't so be a rush say or court say court say sign or becana finance. You are even anxious to hear say okay, hold on. Let us I am sure they be free court because technically process 7 there say o try say obi be several process na o fa kwan bi so say wonye ne ade. Almost several process bailiffs, court bailiffs. Omo kwan ya fa so aye serve. Obetimi ato process na to kwan ya no. No go prove service. Koko emra no man sa kwan no. Obetimi ato abo. No go prove service because when you're ready to accept the process. So I say I serve no a legal issue. Say obisu approve say serve now susu say and serve ya you can go to court and set aside the service for the process on you. These are legal processes. By fair non to ho. Ebi say Speaker of Parliament they are oye on the 17th no. Wanye order. Wanye any executable order na was say obi afale appeal ebe warrant any stay of execution. Obi se wa ma ruling. Nia oye ne say oma information notifying Parliament say seats be abeye vacant and all that. Very interesting twist. Interesting. I say very interesting because Speaker na kasa journey akwa chro ni rule no kan. Ose mbatie mu me journey proceedings na mako akotro na be deliver me ruling. Enti o kasa wa ama ruling na ade no mai. Ono ankasa the title of no be kan ye no say a ruling. And ono ankasa refer to the ruling by previous or the predecessor by Kokwe. And okasa onye bound by precedent, but on this occasion he felt say it was say ofolo eyena. So he delivered the ruling. And consequent upon that ruling no my no. Ebi claim say wabe majority leader. So when you say information or the Maya information beya because our constitution 97(1) G and H. And before that there are scenarios. So be who a act of God. I mean, nipa na wo ma parliament biem. So say notify speaker say nipa na wo. Speaker informs the house. Say vacancy about because nipa na wo. That is as a natural occurrence. Nipa na wo. Obi resigning or no assign say my parliament bi wa resign here. Speaker can only announce to the house. Say based on the letter before me, there's a resignation that has occurred from Fanto constituency, so vacancy abeda. He will announce it just by way of announcement on declare. As in say go to law and draw the conclusion. Say basa in the term of members of parliament, obisi were defect from one position of the house. Say a minority or majority were defect from one end. Now or call the other, there's a physical movement. The say or free her no her. It changes the dynamics in terms of numbers. And you know, automatically, if the term of parliament of Saadiana, there's an issue for the speaker to announce. Say, as soon as he say, "Oh, free how no wako how," a change, and vacancy aba my announce. But about G and the HR, speaker on his own, whether say Michael Kwe, say Aaron Michael Kwe, and I say Abambabing. So also why a determination said there's a vacancy without recourse to Article 1126 of the Constitution, and then there's a problem. Because 1126 of the Constitution say a cabe 3 months or so to an election. Even where there's a vacancy, say a resignation, whatever, there will be no by-election. So how do you declare a vacancy and say Nkrofo betray the trust and loyalty and Nkrofo placing in them by voting them into power? So we declare vacancy when by constitutional arrangement 1126 of the Constitution you cannot have a by-election. Now I see. How are the people that was our constituencies not going to have a representation in parliament? So these are serious issues. And it is obviously wako court for interpretation. The best thing, and they say, yeah, allow court because Nkrofo mistake. Ghana, it's not like countries where we have supremacy of parliament. I'm saying this on this program. In Ghana, we don't have supremacy of parliament. Ghana, we don't. Sovereignty resides with the people, and it is the judiciary and a constitution money to me to interpret the actions of both the executive and the legislature to the extent of inconsistency, a war, and as a violate the constitution to declare them null and void. That's the constitutional architecture we have. So in parliament make me pass a law. Say Supreme Court say kwan of us or pass a law, and the law now passing any a constitution bra Supreme Court be declared null and void, and that will be final. So we don't have supremacy of parliament in Ghana. Say the binum per se or mokano. Enti den enana NKBC speaker a chance or abide by the Supreme Court interpretation or whatever. Well, first of all, Wamandi ruling. Don't say he delivered the ruling because now it was consequential effect. It was the basis of parliament. Courts and so atna say. Once so ama one ruling against ruling. Saying say was stay the execution of speakers. Say court was out to me say court any say to me say there's executable order or say any executable order or say ruling the executable say any ruling say yeah information whatever it is, the law is clear. Supreme Court akasa why ruling ama consequential orders. Whoever ususu say problem ewo hono, we all know as lawyers what to do. You go to Supreme Court and seek to set it aside. We are good to go. Tuesday, let's see what happens in Parliament. Tuesday is not far from here. Let's see what happens in Parliament. But very interesting week because this issue is screaming for discussion and attention. And my panel members are well seated. We'll discuss this issue dispassionately and then we'll proceed from there. Also, I was saying, I would say, the number is 0551 599 933. Just send me a text or a WhatsApp message. Let's have a discussion. But say, let's have a discussion. I can just send a text message and come and insult anybody. let's have a discussion. It's so interesting. Say, views. No one send a message. Say, lawyer, look, I disagree with you. Me say na me huno. Beautiful. Oh, lawyer, Misusu says speaker, and I say we. But let's all understand. Say the matter is a sub judice. A case sub judice. Say the lawyers be can say assembly was Supreme Court. I was a Supreme Court for with the assembly. Wama further orders. Let's see how interesting discussions will proceed as next Saturday you discuss that issue. Well, they are not too China. Former President John Dramani Mahama, who is crusading and leading the National Democratic Congress, a 2-day campaign the Greater Accra region of Ghana. And some bay na oka editre wona wo toaba Greater Accra region. We'll hear what he's talking about as part of his campaign activities. Honorable Alan Kwadwo Chamating Asante Mantemha. There was a walk today by Afanfanto walk today Asante Mantemha. Mr. Joseph Amwa we'll look at message Honorable Alan Kwadwo Chamating or the Emma Asanteman as part of his campaign strategy. His Excellency, the Vice President, Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, is also campaigning. This week, I listened to him at Charterhouse speaking pidgin throughout. Or this Charterwell is on pidgin. I mean, like, he's speaking a very interesting twist to the campaign strategy. No, that. Very, very interesting. Ghana is a beautiful country. So, when you bring political party spokespersons and representatives, once so I will share you are here. I am here sitting in for citizens of Ghana. We'll have interesting discussion on this program and then we'll proceed from here. About on Swapa Sima Adunu Enum. Our democracy Jumadie so the 19th October edition 2024. We are talking Ghana, we are discussing Ghana, and then we have interesting a discussion and you bring Jumadie. So our familiar faces. Outa who won punch Jumadie eso Kessben. 1 hour Jumadie say Fambro by producers exceedingly grateful for the wonderful production that you have made led by Akua PCA Asare Bediako and his team for the production that you made this evening. Okay, so enyumbre abaja for atranse waye ready. Menso Majegwa Esabre de Nacha say yaye ready eneno. Dr. Emmanuel Amankwa, they call him Amanke, is a strategic communicator for the new Patriotic Party. He is also a lecturer. Oh, he KNUST and KSTU. Okay, he's a lecturer. Kumasi, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. So to become a lecturer, do you know what you have to go through? Huh? PSA, to become a lecturer. How to become a lecturer? Senior cracker. Senior lecturer. Mudim senior had to become a senior lecturer. Book a research allowance demonstration work off say. Na butra na moja eno. Mo fan kan senior lecturer. Strategic communicator. Kwame Etia Patrick, Director of Student Affairs and Elections in Ashanti region for the NDC. A very fantastic guy. The ladies love him so much. He has some charisma that you can't take away from him. Mr. Joseph Amwa, you call him, you call him his senior member, Movement for Change. Very affable person. I've known him way back. We go way back in this game. So anyway, we're waiting for Professor Sumasapon, who is also a Director of Research, Innovation and Development at Kumasi Technical University. He is a poster or a researcher. And you hearing him say in Sa Ebekano. Bidding at your Ohene Gyan lawyer, thank you and I'll say thank you too. Obi bisa me say na den na aye me nsa pastor aye me say. Ebe kono wine bi na me ko chese na wine glass. Etwa me nsa na ma ko chichire me nsa no so and yes wende. Yes. Okay, so that's what it is. That's the beauty of democracy. Amanke mi mwajo. Me ndambom design.
Yamadmu kuna mu wache.
Me deze ai my afanfanto. Me ko up and down sa.
Ube u 3 days.
Bisabu ashe ai sa yellow t-shirt afanfanto dem sate ba ha. E ko be ye ni so there. Me dey na me dey me u 3 days.
So do it pa.
Very interesting. I've been around. Me say I'm always but they my corner. I'm always around. Oh, me were around. Me were around. Because me dear trenches one call this Rollins the car. I say I don't want to you now. Which now so you have to
charisma.
Ose
Charisma.
Oh, me said level no mean drew a chair there. The level no was true. The day was so.
Lawyer.
Fans of the man no me.
Hey, lawyer Ohene Gyan. Lawyer Ohene Gyan. Me tell lawyer Ohene Gyan. No more Jesus. Fans are what you okrom.
Baby are fans different no.
Me tell them cow hardball. Our Fox. No more Jesus. Eti me dey be fans say no lawyer. Krom ha, Kumasi ha.
Fans na ye.
As Mr. Amwa.
Oh, I shall have or divert attention. Maybe a fans the free battle.
Love Enterprise.
And here.
Me say Love Enterprise. Na me Tarazo man. Mr. Amwa. Tarazo man.
You see ladies no.
Yan ka ladies.
Me fans there me afford ko craft.
Lawyer, thank you.
I thank you.
Okay, say your age mate.
Ego grafone mama fans. I will fans to the so there. Anyway. Na never to say ya.
Lawyer, Nyankopon dey next watch. Ya campaign so there. So unim say anchekra be bosome ni na watch me answer.
Less than 50 days.
Yes, na and this year babem. Say I'm sorry be na my side down. And now na Germany tell me ye pa ni enche bia na babem.
Okay.
Na ye piesu ni ye campaign na. Ma me boy constituency executives, especially Ashanti region abaso. Campaign omo year this time round no. Me my year campaign was Ashanti region. I think that is an improved version. Say obia de ho ahim. Ye do betimi bia say and this be babem. Wo constituencies bia door to door campaign omo ye ebi mutimi pie free anopa obe fie anwumre all for the party regional executives any omo free region yimu a omo so na omo wan kan a omo aba form abe support na omo ye adwuma ewa as we speak today the communication officer of the NDC Sami Jemfi is in the region, the majority leader is also in the region, and almost also call rounds are omo a campaign. And my party for ni nyina abaso the meka majority leader na mamoniji Dr. Kessben Atoforsin of the majority leader of Ghana's parliament.
Is on the majority?
He's the majority leader of Ghana's parliament, and he's in Ashanti region together with Sami Jemfi campaigning, and you can see the impact they are having. Makase vote ebenya Ashanti region this time around. They been see that.
Okay.
The people of Ashanti region will vote for development. And your co-form ni omudi nkoma. Pipia say voter ebe PF Ashanti region this time round. It will be the highest ever NDC. And highest eke. Ebe ye vote besa edi NDC aba. Munti lawyer you guswa abo yensempa no. Asem na maybe Can't be chairman or pay. My fair no, and you may
Okay.
Generally comment. Miss Yanona, Obusam said, Kwame Matisse, say, your mamma say or bar. And ma and crow moko school first year. University, training college, nursing training, or academic fee, and as admission fee or finance saying. And I'm so, mammy, what here? Because I mean, say, baby,
oh, my expand at the core training colleges and nursing
expansion beyond my from onset,
oh, sir.
From onset.
Oh, okay.
From onset.
So I asked us expand because the original version of it, you know,
Ohene Gyan. Lawyer expansion
I thank you.
Lawyer, thank you. Expansion beyond my.
Okay.
Sir, from onset.
Okay.
Then you can. So training college, nursing training, university, technical universities.
Okay.
Admission fees for first year.
Okay.
Starting from next year, they free. Now, I no. And this is more kind. So say, hey, Kwame, me mami you na e kwa bomu. And to know the about we are okwa koton. Why is the MPP delegate no? Because obet not about bako. Na 8,000 cities abation bottom.
Okay.
Because Ankrano, Bakubia, they was the last year, but in the Bakukoi. Admission fee around 3,500.
Okay.
To expect to say this year's increment grab a bar and compare 4,000.
Okay.
Tina me nu kwa bomu no. Ne da gin na 8,000 Ghana cities once. Now say, hey, mommy. And I would December 7th, abandoned the why I say MPP delegate no because 8,000 word man okay. Ababa ko out to anu 80 million. On MPP from go no obi tun ko to aba obi we no 120 million, no 150 million. We there. So you obi a oba and na oma ebeko university training college nursing training why I say delegate about a delegate election. Otoma jo mahama say oba akokra na ekwa na 4,000 cedis be show bottom. So mama you know na 8,000 ti delegate election. I mean kind am say I mama oh no money nyina we mi chire mu so ate ase so okofi okoka che ne money nyina say aba abeto ama 80 million abeso obotomu de oba awia so to bi da onye MPP delegate da ba say December 7th election or 2 year never releasing no stress of 8,000 Ghana cedis there obeto ama this ni John Mahama enti ye can pay message na mi adom e call from amount for free sanitary pad ya deba ama school for girls especially those in the poor communities free primary health care ya deba ama cheap compounds nyina aye free any enkoma iguso ya ni Ghana for AD una ma 24-hour economy tro musu train say na abasa na amanfo atiase youth ni nyina hu say na mama youth na nya adwuma ye enti so far so good the NDC campaign lawyer it has been fantastic and your message no so akofom amanfo so ati no mo ajatum timi gidi say 7 December e there Ghana be free ahokyere ne ohawa o man no I have me need doubt ba ko say e better about we be we na NDC we ni I have no doubt and I can assure anybody especially our party people that this election the NDC will never lose an election the NDC will win and will win massively enye say abembe ho landslide victory for your mama and the NDC
me that's quite metia but we go Misamo aho Misamo
asa ofon na anya ofon
yeah
you be
yeah
na asa woni aji
papa
woni aji
papa my brave at many aji
the work no ko saying
hey onye mze la no ni kurim ene asantmani adane ni adane nyina no ene se omnya hu se ampa se asantman this year alankojo chiramatin one be the president e wo men wampa na de na any kan wo mu ene se alan ba ha se no onya be 2 weeks obey ni caravan tour so ha na bebi e be ko bia no me de na ma me manage ni se bebi a be ko bia nipa no mbi o passion omri kan se yes ye beto ama na yesisem ase ho ene sa ne mana na omukan na agimensem onyo hunu sa paper we say
eno ye number 13 ase ho
number 13 ase ho so si so hwa so be di no krepa o moda ha nyina ni ma black
so obia mpo na ho images wo bia
teacher it proves that what the ma mu bia ismoduro man
na we say mo ana mo aye mo ade
na alanjira matin ta ase ha number 13 item 13 obia be didi wase ho
okay
na se nipa hunu se ala na da se
na chada ni tiafu o se no na hia no mo amfa we mu images ni tina fu no ni ho ana
bia be di wase ho ye no na amanfo hunu se se mpenfo na o mo to abada no o to abam se ase o no se the president kufo ba ye ya sa tre ma o memu etimi ye kama na obia ho to no ana bank fo chesi nkrofo ko je bosia tu kan sa ase o penu akosi o mtu president kufo de ni o ti ase
na president kufo na ne symbol ya MPP o na enya afa
na no da ase o obia be di wase o ase o na de to abama president kufo na bibia so ba ebobbo o se bibia nsikwa o se bibia nsikwa bibia hye no na de aba enti ama for kai president kufo na afei omusu hunu se ala nsoso enchihye papa odi ba ene papa ewoni mu a odi ba no wono na se edene ba o ma bitima ko nanim ndi ekwa nsema e ka kire mu pa edikai ene se de yenyina ye bidi adanse se nipa dodo no asmo mu nyina kan se MPP ni NDC de ya bre wo mu wo mu ni hwe de ma biem because after 16 years no 32 years 16 years no do bia baby ya wie ununa wo mu manifestos wo mu frame manifesto ununa de pa bia e substantive wo mu a e ka se papa bia wo gije for talk kuru ya meyewe ya inclusive so alanchematin de ende e plan a great transformational plan wo si form a aba and member okọ hene ho otumfo asmo kan se kojo makai wo kratai na maka menka mi ba bia kakra maka me hunu se problems e wo mamu nyina no the solution dodo no a wo kratai mu enti otumfo kan asasem na ogina so esusu e kan se kojo enti wodi ade ba kwa ne hia pa se mente se wodi obi atem da mente wano asem boneda enti ukono ko kan ne obitimi aye indeed ye nam nyina so ensem o e kan ne de alanchematin so bitimi fo akom ahudo nyina obia giatum se ampa so maybe to makuna nim sabre wo mu pa dia e alanchematin and nobody else because one no hihye wodi ba ene ono ankasa ni su wo one of his capital and integrity or integrity or lack of corruption obia antifa corrupt practice bia enka no ye no nyina ono an personal capital e be hye all kan mu eden e bo bia agitum se de papa yi okay se wono a time di no kura na ono ti ho a ne hu ni asem boni efin ni kan bia nim no ne se mo okay na je oba ampa wode be adwuma wode yi adwuma so a ebetimi aboa ma o ma yakonanim enya ada people no a omo etu futurogu ya ninu a de o kan no anu se de o kan oboa enso na o kan no alanchematin de na onu a nipa ba ko watena ho watwro sabuku yi because enkrofo bi de 319 na ko twiro mu de minim what is in it but we can see say even then alanchematin launching de wo mo akra san be wiewia mu kakra kokoi NDC fo wiewia bi na MPP fo wiewia bi but ni nyina mu no etimi agina aba besi sabra e wo mu ya hwe se kroma asem bia si na se ofa book yi pe na hwe mpedon se na solution wo there course of parliament salanchematin a great transformational plan na ono na eye president ya sane me koso enkendi me koso da
how
I'm telling you
eno ba mse
because say one say obi power play any power game no more play obi a say obi majority and wetin ya decision we minority a ontimi nye we alanchematin na ho no na waba o si oba obefa MPP for
no na ala no mitwo one obi ti se obi a owo ofre MPP so ko independent so ko contra difference be na wo mu so obi a wo party na wo free party no me ko different
so you say a fool who doesn't change his mind what does say alanchematin so wono wo ba MPP for a wo mu nim nyansa wo mu adwempa wo mu tirimu a wo mu wo parliament no a wo mu ebinum wo ho a say nya wo nyina na nye ebinum wo abetimi wo ma ya adwuma no obepik wo mu NDC for a wo mu so wo adwempa wo mu tirimu a wo mu adwino man ho no obetimi akoma bom ni a build government of national unity asa wutie ya ba media wo de sabi wo ye nya media kra ke wo san ya mranim focus ye pa na se wo se no ebetimi di wa ye bibia nya fe ne yo kan se nansan bi na ebi ana nsem oka no ka bi ma party we ana party we e die no betimi aye ye mfa nje ne mfa njigiro man sa ba bi eduru sa na ese ko no se bi ko ba bi atena da bia na se we ko anu ya ba no aha ye nya che edie nya che and we need to change the status quo.
Okay.
The real meaning of status quo is the mess we live in. And we really live in a mess.
Okay.
And we need to change the status quo. Enti alanche matin ti ofia great transformational plan ma sa se ma ye kan ni
nyina o
senka wono na president ya anase nyame adum no be president ya sa banta ye cause of parliament it will not be there. What you can
say parliamentary banter it has nothing to do with the president.
But the idea cause is it not affecting our productivity?
No, but
is it not affecting us? And nyama papa is omo dwene ho nyama egu parliament is omo dwene ho ayo omo ja omo ye power game.
Okay.
I don't not play power game there.
Okay.
What I say? Great
transformational plan.
The great transformational plan.
Okay.
Bibia osi o ma we mu a etiti bia no be hwebuku mu a we hu solution.
Okay.
We just mention one and I'll tell you.
Okay.
Nti sana tindi na me ba chom this year na you know over there's 40 to 50,000 people.
Okay.
Because I know the number of t-shirts here. Yeah, share here nipa omoji na omu nyina di mu a. Em so pictures ni bi ni baby a nam ne say the amount for free across the Ashanti region. Amount for is not a propaganda there. 16 regions and you know correct.
Okay.
Ashanti region for ya from different constituencies.
And a buy.
And ya buy work no.
Okay.
The Yankopon also Ashan when we nyam. Nti ya ku anim no obia hu say alanchematen otuma na onyafo no. And they are two money so.
Okay.
Alanchematen ya to aban man obetimi obewene the Yankopon also be shen when we nyam ya tima mo men etima ko nanim de transformation papa abo mawem.
Okay.
Mama ko ya tena oyenu mbenu ho ache do ya bre.
About 749 ewo democracy jumadie so ewo Kessben. What ye amanke? What ye Kwame Tua? And what ye beside Joseph Amwa? Amanke. That's what I'm doing. I'm on microphone.
Oh, there be so charming.
I said we so chair no more. They decided to extend and chair no. You know, one chair cry na me chair. Be microphone no mami.
So that's it. Na. I mean, in chair etiefo ni ahwefo nyina. I think say we share the amanfo akai nyina wa haya na chese otumu ze. Nana do dan kwekufo ado. Any Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia omujina brani. In fact, can't in the pay boomwa. You were vice president, you do not equate to be our the president. And I'll share Juma, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I ye or may moi. The also work with the president, he comes nowhere near the only president. And Punukwaro, no compare, Mrano, ye vice president. You send this for time or vice president, then and to me a year or my moi. When we be aka, that's what I say. Nana don't go forward. Only Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe. Na omo ya omo research. And who say, oh my imu. I consider be amount for be free 2013, about 2016. Na any paper 100,000 students. Omo pass it. Ya place you omo. Nenso. To be in school. And the research pointed out said no, I consider no ye sikasem. And the Mama Yenji sadin in free honum. In fact, he was consistent even when he lost his elections. Say, I was say to me a year. Nanka, there was no wasn't good to me be found. But also so that 2 billion on found share free researchers. In fact, also the Nana Danko Kufano, a whimsical promise of a desperate politician. In fact, I see I don't quite 419. Omu delay no more work. Say a 419. That's what I say. That's so na do anko kufuado. O twene o man for ho. Enti otimi e de buy. E ma ne ayeye. E ma even omo e blocks na omo kan kra na do aba be more than omo. Obe over 33, omo ye 23. That's what I say. Obe biti omo. So that say, share infrastructure, akoso, the mean for Ashanti, Asante mem, Ufri, Accra, ba, to Amasaman, to the share big projects, and Nana Danko Kufado, Pokwasi, Intachi, big projects, and Nana Danko Kufado, Hansan, Elko Bosomchi, in how Anna, our honum. Fadu, Fawa, out to say, pressure pa, traffic pa, and then Nana Danko Kufado, what to me, I be every honum, free, Hansan gate, K University gate. Now, call was all money writer, call Amanaga, Ugo Street. Okofa good shepherd no money writer oka say nsuo etwa na ho no ateche nko na da go fuado ayi sa de fio e makwan no de bi se otima ya kusi ahensan traffic light o ta se abinchi me se abinchi baby omo ye enami omukum enami so da se
Mayan Kabato.
Ekopem sa ekwan ene unna so smooth na da go fuado in fact Juma was yet what on parallel. Now, we see almost requested for development, no, and then in the past and also or in the future, because in the same future they are on to me can't say in the past why you know so that's it. Ain't Dr. Mamu Bomia, Ejina, Bani, and now trying the policies on education, the policies when it comes to mining. What I say, yeah, repeat it, but it didn't work. Yeah, you used to security, you used to the military, and you also no this time around. In fact, different policies. Embra, and no but touching the hearts of the people. Or more between former associations, no more protected. You know, government so be more sika the bank. Mineral Development Bank, say association, no, so more here be with me aqua so more, and I say no more some incentives, and I say count with me at all anymore because the ACN say amount for a coto concession. I mean, we are none of us only score the bent, no. But this time around, I say, Sir, how never honor and the Indian through honor, na ya support homo, na Ghana for me in only a minor, what I say, a year. Legitimate, sustainable. What I say, and I think say, we share Nana Adan Kokufado, we share Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, na the Niswadi Hunu, the chair of Manfona. I think say the man means business because Bawumia means business, and I believe say wow do any bon compo share drones and this for say the be chat amount for pictures or more adejem and so bojuma also the best account 2 sites about account so that's it the man thinks forward also 1 million youth skills in IT so that's it now I believe say when it comes to coding bibia so kwara youth very good in this year in fact amano fo nyina ebenya eson faso na Ghana so ebenya eson faso enti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de ogina brane what I say niam wa ye in the past and then there also obeye in the future no ni nyina bibia o dia to abonten ama Ghana for adoso no what I say enti ye hwe ni mu na minim say emre no so a Ghana for ebe share nenimunyam
okay
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia on be share nenimunyam
amanke ena wotie no enwumbre ewo democracy jumade so ewo Kessben nabo eno nso apa onsima adunum enum akasima num na abo eye eno wotwe enwumbre wo sesen 0551599933 just send me a text or it was a message and let's have a meaningful conversation oh my Ghana. Okay, so His Excellency the former President John Dramani Mahama is campaigning Greater Accra region. Honorable Alan Kwadwo Martin is also campaigning. His Excellency the former President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is campaigning. And then some ba woka edichre wona wanya kwanya so beto aba election 2024 so that from January 2025 and until 2028 you be who why in the bedi Ghana so as a president Ghana. Okay, so send me a text message 0551599933 is my text line. Just send me a text or a WhatsApp message. Okay, so now let's His Excellency the former President John Dramani Mahama is campaigning our Greater Accra region. Ne campaign no ensem ben na woka e de kire Ghana for se enye nyina so ana se the basis I was say you rejected in 2016, you rejected in 2020. This time around 2024, it was say a sign eto aba edemano.
La mamendo asi. Na ye buy you be quarantine mancha and for opportunity.
Hey. Okay, so this time around, I'm giving you guys time. So I'm timing you guys. So yeah, first round, you how many minutes? I am being a benevolent detector. First round, how many minutes? Is 3 minutes to 8 o'clock. You go 5. Okay, so 5 minutes. So I'm timing you. It's now 7:58. 5 minutes. Let's go.
Okay, lawyer. Lawyer, Timaminjina, you tsunami kasa stand on all existing protocols. Namincha will be or here, or Kessben, and a Kessben FM. Lawyer, you go swane Ghana for kasa. Emma, your chance him here say December 7th. Say we are Ghana in no rather come Oto Abadema NDC. Na yabeji Ghana if you are how near Maniani, Kwadana Ghana womb. Na mesha se ni meeting komoni bia but ade ba koso a yegusu a ye Ghana for che eye women's banga yakasa ye deba lawyer ye tikrom he se opebosia empempi no kopa de begusa wa ne se fa bibi bedi agina na fa bibi ebesi wonom na se wan first kana ama na odeko na ahyeagu bang bi ba krom ha sen ya se ukose ukwakoje ade a no ama wo de wajapade a ene sika na ode ma wo no eboro so anane ne ye pa ba biso ndi se wo ka se wo pebo sia 20,000 a wokwa na wo do ka eye be 30,000 akwa kosi wo lawyer se pa ho one day kura e ma ho biom se wo ba beje wo ka ara wo sem se sa bank no e mra chinchin a ode begu Ghana fo na na agu eni ho biom kan obi an sa bank kro upon all ta ne mra ni nyina no agu enkofo kasa wabeji wo krom ase ni nkofo japade nyina bank no agu dia meka kosi sune se wo ye maame a sebi o ya wiemfo te se me maame na wo dwom na wo ye bojabodwa na wo pebosia wo Ghana ha ya na edin pa omo risky ede ma no omo so omo de ma de omo ye ne se omo ensure se omo ede emra chinchin aton se be ya ne sabe kan sika enti se ma 1000 cedis a na ye bu ha betu abewe no to abe 1008 na wotwe bia obekọ okwa bia na wotwe bia 160 bia esu omo so saa ubewie no na mfaso okra na abosia no odinya ye nyina wasa de ni nyina saa ma bank no de bai enti women's bank na eba no eye ema bank a ede besia ema ma omo ye adwuma ne ma omo bia adwuma titiri no omo adwuma omo ye bojabodwa en saa bank no emebusa ase kofa wodan krata abra saa bank ni mebusa ase kofa unua bi a oye adwuma wo aban mu onfa ni pay slip emra mesia wo ansa na de amount da bi se ye ba behwe se maame akosu amansa otikuma su dwom otontos na patanie ye nya dansefo ampa ono ne ton ne ma wa ha sei eno ano no apply na de tumu a dia ama abosia na ya monitor won kakra na watua bosia na bank ne de be ma no a women's bank ye de base de be boa ye maame mu ma ya sa account so se ye ma loan from 100 cedis to 4,500 a eye interest free a chese se wo ye obi a oniama na wo de edidwa no ebia ntos ne niama na wo ya ebia ohia bosia be 3,000 Ghana cedis eno ye de ma wansihu bi ari hu enti 3,000 na wo se tu asa ma flexible payment a wo de betua se wo je every above 4,500 just 5,000 cedis kona na chese wo de wadwuma na ye adwuma eso na nsi ho kakra bi aba ho lawyer women's bank no e ma na be ye adwuma ho nti enua no ma o mako school a mako si accountancy mimi ko school mi ya banking and finance first degree until me colleagues am so mukuta degree in banking and finance omo ya marketing and na banks bebre a banking and finance for omo no so doc ni uko university say am ready kakra bi enti omutimi trainee omo ye management any marketing student ni bi mo so be tellers ni ade enti se ye ka se bebie bank ama ma wako school ukuta accounting ukuta marketing ukuta event say HR ni ade straight away employment opportunity enti women's bank no enya bosia e de bre ye ma me mu nko a ye nuanom ma o mako school a omo so so tifie omo nya adwuma nye no we ya bank enti utifie wako school wako tia banking and finance what's your accounting what's your bibi what na fia wonya adwuma nya ye bia women's bank na every district for the start every district ebenya branch because district bia so nya access to the women's bank enti what one now apply you can get a work in a government bank. These are the opportunities the NDC is bringing on board and to rather can no one can say hey certificate here other than 5 years a vote for the NDC can create opportunity for me and make money adwuma and to women's bank no lawyer ya deba aya name am di nkomo a o mate ase lawyer ya the national apprenticeship program eba and the national apprenticeship me time no say
no it's not me time no
national apprenticeship program no dey tie nyina ne say omo a omusua adwuma a omusua ansa no adwuma no aban de ba be ye policy government bi aba or attempt say obeboa omo but this time is going to be a government policy ye benya district coordinators enya regional coordinators for national apprenticeship program ye be register mu amusu ansa no dwuma ni nyina enti say de national service for busumi bia ye ma omo token allowance no now ye register na ye nya monitors no mo monitor hu say adwuma no o ba usua busumi bia so benya kakra gusu na so de akọ adwuma said ya be ya wo so ho be henha nti mo amusua de pam mo amusua ade ye mo amoye etire mo amusua shoemaker mo amoye baba mo amoye ansa no adwuma over the years ye ni amamo ase mo de service Ghana na mo nka because uwie school I am de man obi wie school no okọ SS ahweka ye bo no
okay
ye tua ni feeding ye ni bibia ba wo so adwuma de a ato nu nyame so the NDC so ka say so mo amusua adwuma so bosumi bia support o mo kakra na eno so the national apprenticeship o mo amusua adwuma nyina bosumi bia o mo so be token kakra
ba be ko bisamu a wona me tie bisamu a 5 minutes bisamu a
bisamu a 5 minutes
it's 10:04 so what you it's 10:04 yenko
bisamu a dey say 5 no
oh me interrupt bisamu
we can use as
don't come and interrupt bisamu a 5 minutes. Then in Ghana for us to have
say nipa no a okoto aba the first person wo hwe nipa miensan ya three key people a wo mudi no hwe wo mu ankasa the carry pass record and san wa hwe ni obetimi ai because integrity is very important it is a ba o mi abegina say to aba man no hwe ni pass record say your mama begina say to aba man hwe ni pass record and san o kan asem bi a oti Alanche Martin so ba hwen past record and san o kan sim bia oti so o hwen mi ensa obehunu se de obetima to aba ma no a obetima agye di se obetima ade e ya amago ne Alanche Martin because na sem waka bia no over the period in the government em bia no oye so ma ehoti na no ye nam wa ye nam nyina na ne ma oka nso asem oka bia o kire kwan a obefa so sa na plant ye enye se odo ano be ka ne ma mewi one also ba we make sure say banks you be free be traders bank ya e be bo adwadifu ama omadwadi na koso na traders bank no ntime ntene kwa e kwa be na be fa so abetie it's very important to one was so ba banks ye wo ma we see nu a omo eye onwuma dada no obehwe say omo profit omo nya over the year no emu be 10% ebetimi any umakasa ama oma release no ama adwadifo any omo ye adwuma at interest free very low interest and collateral free ye no na betimi aboa because unim nya nyasa aban oba na sika bokiti na so a wo de ba aba be yin e so je kwan ben na be fa so a obetimi raise sika no ti won no ko be fa so say banks go kromesi dada enti wo mo ba banks so wo mo nya mfa so ba eni mo mfa so no e mo be 10% we de mo mfa nya se mfa hwe ye nuan ma dwadifo no a wo mo start wo ba ne wo mo kakra no se mo be ma wo mo de be ma wo loans a eye collateral mfa collateral free ni je se nya fe no nko fa dan mesi anu ansan de ama no na de tos mi no interest no so wo form ɛne yɛde ma soso na woyɛ adwuma bɛfa sɛ amoa bi 20,000 sɛ ɔmfa nyɛ adwuma a da biara no sɛ ayɛ sɛ susu sɛ 10 cities na bɛnya 20 cities na bɛnya a wodi dwa wie a na ade kɔ bank wɔ within a short period wobɛhunu sɛ many a makel kakrakra no wobɛhunu sɛ wotete sika no wobɛhunu sɛ na ɔtua wie na ade ana baabɛyɛ ɔmfa soɔ na kyerɛ sɛ bɛde biara nna so yɛ sɛ fɔfa wo dan anaa akɔfa wo kaa anaa akɔfa wo fie anaa wo biribi bɛbisi ano ɛna wɔn nso bɛ monitor because ɛsan sɛ wɔn na de adeɛ na ma no wɔn bɛhwɛ sɛ wɔn bɛ ma wo training a wɔbɛ so bitumi de ayɛ adwuma because why be that mekae empretech training yɛ de ma businessmen ɛna Ghana ha sisi a bitumi aka sɛ about 90% of businessmen wɔn gyina wɔn n'aso no they had their training through empretech business forum and empretech foundation nti adeɛ no wɔyɛ bi da nti deɛ ɔɔka so wɔ bɛyɛ nso ɔbaa obitumi ayɛ deɛ nam yi nsɛm a yɛka kyerɛ adwadifoɔ yɛna nneɛma mmerɛ so na baabi wɔ abakɔ akɔduru no baabi a wɔmdi dwa paa na awerɛ aho atekyɛ mu a nneɛma gu a ɛhɔ ne yɛkɔtɔ a yɛde baa bɛdi o nti adeɛ nyɛ nnura sɛ koraa no almost na yɛ contaminated the areas bi wɔ hɔ a ɛbɛtumi asi market ɛyɛ befitting the area and then to the national interest nti alankyɛmaten nneɛma a yɛnam a ɔɔka ebi no ɛna ɔsan ame ate ase sɛ ɔno ɔba a hwɛ baabi te sɛ sika bi wɔ hɔ a yɛgye ne kurom asi a sika hu baabi yɛfa yɛwɔ nneɛma bi te sɛ heritage fund mineral income investment fund ɛna Ghana infrastructure investment fund venture capital fund obiara te ne deɛ ne yɛahyehyɛ nipa ne yɛde wɔ google ano ɛna asɛ obiara yɛatwitwi mu kakra ɔso ɔbɛ consolidate ne nyinaa to enhance transparency which is very important because of my way saying yɛsika yɛnya no sɛ yɛtumi boa ne nyinaa no a ɛna ɛkɔ baabi ɛsɛ kɔ a kebi kora nkɛ nkɔnkɔgye bosia ɛti saa nneɛma no yɛ nneɛma a wɔka sɛ ɔba a ɔbɛmaki sure sɛ ɔbɛyɛ na ɛbɛtumi aboa ama ɔman akoro no because baabi a ɛduru sei no ɛyɛ deɛ ɛbɛtumi aboa ne sɛ ɔman no mufoɔ no yɛbɛtumi anya ɔman a yɛti mu a obiara bɛtumi ne ho nsuo bɛso no adware we are going to build an enterprise economy a discriminate obi anko school ya undimi nya adwuma obi anko school nim computer mu dia na je so ne ho hia saa de ne nyina oba bayi ne nyina firo na economy na tima economy a obi abia ho de obi a betimi aboa no amene tena ya na adwuma ti ne nneema enam a ye ka kire na so aton ankrofo aso pa ti no na ese no oba odi ne nyina ba ba ya adwuma enti na nia 5 within my 5 minutes no nia meka no am gidi se we se so no ena kire se papa no de waka ne de be ne wo kan nyina se we mu
okay
watwere nyina we mu enterprise economy no because be enterprise economy ni bia you rely on government for free ne bia da bia na burden da ho ne da ni pa no ne da o man so but yetime mani pa no atime so ne mu no wagyina na so a enema bi ho a ehu nya se onu abetime na ade
Mr. Joseph Amwa, senior member Movement for Change, and I will see you in Yumbre or Kessben radio. We're also watching live on Kessben television and all social media handles. With me, I send a message on our test line 0551599933. Just send us a text or a WhatsApp message. Meko amanke ho na 5 minutes menye na adwenche. Amanke 5 minutes. Edenti na was a Ghana photo about Edema, the Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia running on the ticket of the NPP. MPP, no, the vehicle. Na MPP anytime bi a ba power no yetimi ebo ye homodin pa because me kai Rollins emra odi tuo be gina manfo konso be di be 11 years or so man so nya 8 years ni nyina yisikasem na baby eda and eda it as $5 billion $6 billion kufo and buy na yetimi equal middle income almost $29 billion so that's it Prof Mills be twice by about no increasing by twice. Then so John Dramani Mahama and a betty is custom so. And I can say been after COVID is gonna qua and the queen. Na ya no fee is cano so betty. Then so and the year Casa second quarter, first quarter, now 4.7 growth GDP and then I'm 6.9. which is almost equal to an average between 2017 and 2019. Nti MPP Nana Akufo eka say nipa bi wuo de oni ho aka de but the economy no e follow a Nyankopon nti ye oni pa ombema no arise ene GDP etimedru 6.9 and I can say it drip aba ama amanfo bebre ani age ho in fact NDC for kra eko ho and we are happy say NDC for ehu so emfa so yetimi di free SHS aba ma ka ho asem dada eyi amanfo how in fact parents can say mu ha omo de passion and eka because the car nka omu tua and now don't go to me be ye free ho. Apart from that, we face some catchment area, about 30% who free. The remote areas are untimin ko prempe, untimin ko disco, untimin ko opokoware, and so ne Nana Danko who would be sa at this one into a day bubu any ye de that's what we born home and go bit me ako the bigger school. A lot of people are very happy about this. Now about route infrastructure. Now you see about see by about 7.5 years, near my year over 12,800 kilometer route. Before in less than 8 years, that's a quite a year. And this for Ubusoma, call statistical service or more data 4,600. So that's it. Nti yina obia goes to the market obia yemani sika eno de adwuma na se we etimi eye adwuma e chen sika na kakra na de ma no otimi de ye adwuma e chen wa o just say let say that government no e ade e ba interoperability Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia I say no one network to one network no yen spread no yen pe Ghana for na yen fast I didn't ensure masa or assemble Ghana for a team of Ghanaians and no more a year adia na NDC for so budget 1.2 billion dollars in fact or the 4 million to me a year and yen nyina ye di so emfa so in fact sika na transacting on Mumbu which I said there about 78 billion and almost 2 trillion. So that's it. Let's just say it is kind of share baby. It mean a generate enough money. And then data digitalization. It mean a generate enough money. Ghost name yet mean a save almost 800 million at the amount of mine. So that's it. It be MPP be biano and fast work Kessie and a Ghana for so. I believe say Ghana for a betwa. Yes, so am I the any papa. Apart from that, I'll say your tax system, obey flat rate, now I'm tax holiday. Now already no say no because of Ghana card inti, so Ghana card is about your thing. Tax identification number nipa be 18 million and it's omonya card o de enfan say be 50% in a year juma o de yen tisokra yen be 8 million. Na say nipa be 2.4 million in the tax. Na so when you 8 million. I believe so what so cry you have enough.
Okay.
Easy to calculate and easy wo tiano unim de utua. So that's it. Enti the NPP through Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ayene de.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Amanke. Okay, so that's the first round. 5 minutes. It's now 8:15. Ewo Kessben Studios. Democracy Jumade NIA bro. Wati Amanke. Wati Kwame Etua. Wati Mr. Joseph Moa. Meko Studios and go kind messages. Kakrabi then I'll come back and then we continue from here. Good evening to you, lawyer. The sender won't see if you read this message until you reply or add them as a contact. Well, okay, so it's a good evening to you, lawyer. Hey, there's no woman here. The women in NDC under forever ex-President John Mahama are very something. How can we believe him if he is talking about Women's Bank, where is Tamakro, who stole $90 million for the market women? Biggie sends us this. Okay, so you wanted to say the women are very corrupt. Oh, okay. Biggie, and you said NDC led by John Mahama inherited a sound economy with the discovery of oil in large quantities, yet went to the IMF for bailout for policy credibility. How can they turn things around with a so-called junk economy as they claim? Darwin of Amsterdam sends us this message. This one says, why Maman Alan couldn't form political party and the MPP and NDC ministers Alan communicators lambasting and criticizing always are same ministers promising to work with. Is it not double standards? Ray would want to know. This one says, lawyer, thank you. I am Richmond Adakwa watching you live from Amanfi Central. I'm appealing to the people of Amanfi Central to support Dr. Albert Uredu Ako, the incoming MP for people of Amanfi Central for the first time. All hands on deck to catapult Doctor to Parliament. Okay. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. Lawyer, you're doing a great job. I am Shiraba Sagado listening to you live from Sreso, Timpom, in the Chuma Ponwa constituency. I will be very surprised if Baumia gets even 10% of the incoming elections. Thank you for your message. Now, this one says, Mahama has no vision. He said the nation is left with a bone without flesh in 2020. So how can he govern this nation? Ask the NDC man for me. Nana Buaji Trimida Hene Tanoso. Nana Buaji who send a message now. Be careful. Nana Buaji. Good evening to you, lawyer. Ghanaians want a bold solution, transformational leader to develop this country, and that's Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Instead, indeed, if Ghanaians want someone who can transform Ghana, not a former President Mahama that brought Dumso for 4 years and cancelled the assistant teacher training allowance, vote for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, number 1 on the ballot paper. This one is coming from Pato all the way from Kintampo. He's asked the NDC man, which bank is he talking about? They should rather tell Sedinam Tamakro to return Makola women money back to them. Are they thinking we have a short memory? Well, that's the question he's posting this evening. This one says, lawyer, good evening to you. You're doing a great job. This time, 2024 is not about woman kitten policies like Nkokon kitten policy. It is about bold solutions. Vote Dr. Bamu Bamia, vote for Dr. Napo, vote NPP, vote 11111. He says this is coming from Cordier Ima Oti from Cordier Moray, sending us this message. Okay, this one says, good evening to you, lawyer. I am Cosmos from Konongo Habitat, talking about Galamsey issues. We need not to demonstrate at Accra, but rather our Galamsey areas. None of Galamsey areas will support any form of demonstration against Galamsey, but we need proper education. And before that, the government should create more jobs within these Galamsey areas. Please ask the NDC man that about the loan issue, what will be the name of the bank and what will it be private, and will it be private or state owned? It is highly possible Bawumia for President 2024. Actually, I'm sure you've taken note of that question. Good evening to you, lawyer. Please, both the TV and radio are muted. I think there's a technical challenge that needs to be resolved. I am Wofata Ajipon Adamsu German South. Gentlemen, this man is saying both TV and radio are muted. Please, let's know if that is why it is, or if you've ratified the solution or the problem, whatever it is, so that we are sure people are watching us and listening to us. Good evening to you, lawyer. Despite the challenges confronting the nation, the MPP has demonstrated with our records in office that we are the only party that can bring progress and prosperity to all parts of our dear country. Two Ghana terms deserves another. Mahama never again. Hubert inside Ashrewa Bonteofu sends us this message. I love Bonteofu. They say Bonteofu. Okay, so this one says, okay. Good evening to you, lawyer. Thank you, lawyer. Thank you to Educative Program. It is possible for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia come December 7, 2024. Greetings to Honorable Mavis Nkunsa Boateng and Honorable George Osei Asumanin. Okay, 1 minute and I'm back to the studio. This one says, good evening to you, lawyer. Adena from Franto. Enantie abra esasa otu oh okay adena from Franto enantie abra esese otu okay your friend me okatachi free faduku. Please, lawyer, tell the NDC man that there's nothing called bank in Ghana, but we have bank, not bank. Hey, you have bank, not bank. Lawyer, NDC is the master tactician of paper promise. Like one-time premium and green paper promises. Their best known is propaganda. Okay, please ask your name when you send the message. Ms. Amo, I'm sure you've noted. You have noted that. Good evening to you, and I'm Odeneho Trimudehene Nana Buaje watching you from Shidimba. Lawyer, I become sad if I see journalists assembling so-called politicians because after the blame game, allegations against each other, nothing comes out. Mr. Baumia and John Mahama, please, why are you people wasting taxpayers' money on unnecessary campaign tours? Okay. What makes you think they are wasting taxpayers' money? Okay. Now it's now 8:25, so I am back to the studio, and then we'll proceed from here. Mr. Mohamesha same through Wana. Okay. So Yanko, I think we can do five minutes, and then Yanko 5 minutes. Again, why should Ghanaians vote for Afafanto?
My Canada.
Parliament. Do you want to go Parliament? No problem. Mr. Abua, do you want to go Parliament?
Parliament because of
I'll give you 5 minutes. If you want to go Parliament, fine, that's fine.
Because of policy, and
then go 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
But they Obi ka bibi e say ni
o say adan na mo ya fafato na mo ntuo na mo na mfam
say de was no ato guarantee atake mu a ontimi na what atake num na egusu na apoda na mo boto
ele fafato de onto de jebi dia
so na nyina hye atake num
we go dem one or dem kro na atake no o say mo wo so na say on say Afafanto o kan wa say okay wontu na on na
5 minutes
say abosi from utikosro oba we bibia onu obetuma ko bibia ye no kra man ye unique It shows some kind of transformation. Now, it symbolizes productivity because of pollination. Baby Afrafanto be a nema and a ma in Yadba and in Yane Eba because woman are more a friend pollination. See in your basso de cobe from etime a swabapi. Tea Afrafanto dear. Yeah, a bobia. Just the home for so war my money we as me. You did you any deal? Did you know Afrafantoso because only the pollinate assassin. Ma anase nnua no ma nnubae ne nnua eba nti saa na tie nti afrafanda otu wonante so baabi a ogina bia so no ho mfa so eba wono ankasa wo hwɛ no baabi ofiri obedu baabi oduru no a ɛka bibi kyerɛ wo mu odu pa sɛ wono na den sakraye ba oman wo den sakraye ba abrabom transformation on say ya ebinom so mba upgrade ebinom so mba reset but afrafanda de transformation in sakraye a de ahotobo oman mu nti minua no na mini can be say omuzuma 12,000 rows near. Nancy I call ye Vanam Raho because rows ni be wha no omuzuma ya a fine to do. And so they are claiming say my is our rows no a fine to do. Typical example ne a quarter so ya a trader and I say no a tabum crying to say unam na to do so I na yakras on amnet a futukwanso because ba mene mu a ha dwen pa nti so mso ma ye na se tutu a omo nhwe no mu ko mo chi no go e fresh no mu ka ho asem na fresh is nothing more than co-payment because we share the budget credibility of fresh here. It has moved from 120% to 51%. From 120% to 50, almost starting the budget of 400,000. They pay 480,000. Now what they budgeted for no, that made it 120%. Now what they budgeted for, they could only pay 51% of what they budgeted for. Until they can who is paying it? Until the same parents no one it just say until but it must also be linked to what do you call it? A numa. Because what your phrase is a be whatever it is, be as it may be. Now say a crown you know but 5 years, as soon as one say. As I said, must be linked to a numa. Eti Alanche Martin there, on also ba, the policy say, what the human neighbor, the policy near my union, a dear baby to me a clean. See, I'm no say. What the one phrase platform be about
1 minute.
No problem. What the platform be about platform within there 3mjgh.com. A platform one. Ubi abetimi a link ne CV also. Now for nema miensa either for mentorship, training or for employment. Me can we ama manfo a mutie nyina nse. Ubetimi akosa platforms sisi a na munu be din komo ahodo a. Onya my president no is trying to find a way to create jobs for the Ghanaian community. This is a mrantie no wo memo a omunye adwuma nye no. It is any power we ni ye hwe ni nye dia ono wo timu a wo ya was me ba na mesa ye wuti ademo ye unhuri yes me ba me
okay
it doesn't help and we so NDC for umzo abebi amzo hunde umze bansa once onya ma and start here the practical steps no e be creating humanity mumma ya be mummu na yen ka say yen ko to aba ma afa there's one thing I be for the year drip no de aba no enye sustainable ye hunu bi da enti yen fa alanchemati or policy or de ba eye far better than the drip
okay
ono ne de ne say ono ba enye se bia or the drip say or the ama ban ko do videos ama grofo akotiti ene nemum obe create about two contractors each district here. You better source of the needed equipment and cash you here. Now, you man, no work and pay basis. You're not the I private sector and some. O met my Kazuye. And we are battery, a wukura and Yakobon.
Maybe that's it. But we go at your kwame when I mean 5 minutes kwame.
Lawyer. Obia NDC. Eba. Abeje Ghana for how near manium. Yedi can't say a bar. Kata prayer akosu. My Fisa Ghana Berry as the biggest corruption scandal Ghana ye dear near Hunanado paying to news that the PDS scandal. Besine ye tamo Ghana Edema company beer or running a year ECG for over 7 months. omo atwa omo ho beka kire say company no na ye fraud edge the free company in nsem as we speak omo ready budget about 7 budget ebie no ho omo beka kire how a ye ECG na de ma PDS no how PDS manage ECG sika sen no omo je sen no omo spend ye it is silent because omo ni omo na ye kanana sa corruption cases are akoso any other corruption scandals are akoso nyina no sa ban we ya sa tena ho a ombefo omo ho adi because omo ban na nitua omo na omo agya omo sika egugu nkofo dem a yesesa enti oman ne de kwan bia so ye Ghana ne bia oman ya begina no etase yesesam na yenya fair accountability ye de ora na ba ye be check omo a omo fom oman yi sika omo di bia toto fie ni niam di bia gogo abroche ni ade nyina no we are setting up a system a ye betima we claim say ska ni nyina sa de aboa Ghana fo enu ti say we Ghana ni na we fed up with the system hwe say ye tu amana keke National Cathedral na ye say ye di $58 million na etu what ti ase enye ye hwe say omo ye All African Games na a day omo so omo de $1 million na to aduane mo di ye na omo di Kimpiski kra athletes no ko di Kimpiski kra ko be ko say $1 million ensem ni bi ho a what ti a ebufu fum Ghana sika sa no mamufo ne ye bere the only opportunity and I say only time a Ghana for ye betimi asa akogye sika na oba bi sika na hye bia ya gene say ye beto abade atia ba homia ne MPP abanwe ne the new government aba ya ha sure Ghana for say sika bia o ma wie bia sika bia o ma fa ne kwaboni so bia no say John Mahama ne NDC aban ne ba mo amani to when there's a change in government ba bia o mu hye bia be Ghana for sika mo sa nsem a wote a no wakoma ya o ya wote a no wakoma ya o ya no abanwe onye da because any party for but we can assure Ghanaians say the next NDC government will chase all those monies but BS can she bia ye be di omo sika o ma say go omo pass oba be say timi say $1 million one them all the corruption scandals omo bu omo na egusu nyina no we will pursue it aggressively near Giscane da ba be Ghana for again Ghana ni bia so nim say to obama NDC ene John Mahama aban mu mpanyimfo nyina obi a be tia na library no water bill enunti sa sika na nka editua library no water bill sidima CEO sini ministers ni ade no the next NDC government ye de sa sika no ba be boa Ghana for enunti sa school fees a yesi ye ba be fa for first years ni ade no instead say this kind be tua obi a minister oji 200 million 20,000 Ghana cedis yesi yen sa ne library no water bill abanya sa atua wabro obi a teacher ni a oji 2,000 Ghana cedis ono an etua ne library no water bill so the next NDC government we minister we MCU we DCU obi a be tua ne library no water bill say scanner ni editua no ye de betua ya man school fees awon ko university free o si we wonte ase entimi nsi ebetimi yesi entu wo to aba unim se wo to aba ama sanse sanya we nyina ye den aba again Ghana ni bi o krom asen enim se a vote for John Dramani Mahama ni NDC at the program by your friend the Farm Service Center ne say omo won kron kitu amu na omo do afuo no akade a omo de do afuo no te say machines omo de ke grader ne tractor ne ade plow ne ade no say we obi na say be uniska untimi nya bi enu nti NDC see ba every district you best set up a center enfidie ni niema wohia de ado afuo no ne niema ye de plow nyina no ye de baba wegu honom enam se ye nim sese bi akuafo no omu niskanti no enya de a wo ba be fa akwa wo diska beto ansa no wa fa akoda bi ye de be ma no ye de ama free na de akwa akoye wa adwuma no na sebre so na wo no bae na wadua ne ba na uta wo da ba betua so the Farm Service Center ne bantimu a mo wo sirem ni atifidu ni ade mo amudo afuo mo amudo mako mo amudo bro ni ade na mo hia machines e de aye no abai the machines ni nyina ba Farm Service Center within the district afekwampo de na no ye feasibility studies no there are some districts because of distance ni no betuma be 2 or 3 Farm Service Centers enti sam fidie ni niam a wo behia de ye wa afuo no edu ho no ma no anase wakọ ukọ ani atro odin na ye de fidie na ma na mfidie na kwa akoye adwuma wo afuom ni akira wo se bia senka first no ha tractor de bia ye 100 Ghana aban de no bia 20 Ghana eno kwa ensa anya ka shenkalio aban be kwa ye be kwa akoye wo afuo ni bibia ama na se wo do wie na no ban ne ba oba betua enti mo amu won kronkito mo amu ye afuo ni ade ne de atadwe mate de ne Farm Service Center ne so ba ama mo amu ho nyina so obi anya access to it again me de ma no sikura on 5 minutes like 5 minutes there
Echom,
me
8:36
on the 5 minutes yeah the free sanitary pad so ba
that's what they can
ehia pa
okay
so yeah so rural communities you know you start a campaign nyame adom I've been able to move to all the 16 regions. Man, me so do able to say, hey, na Ghana is saying that here. Why I would do baby at home? Now who there's kind of living or more live here. Say, yeah, but now near doing Comobia, you associate. And Timon won't drink it to Maya Nina. Free sanitary.
Maybe that's I'm 5 minutes. It's now 8:37. Let's go. I'm 5 minutes.
Yo, me that's it. I think sir. MPP. Nanka better NDC for challenging MPP on the project yetimi aye ama Ghana, but NDC didn't mean can't the past ejuma waye ontimi can be what I say by the can't the past the yetima ye and ya can't the pese be ye na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aka say agric sector almost say SARS no ye use over the years they use fertilizers over the years and the land no aye more acidic into your limestone in large quantities in the mining need to neutralize the acidic conditions and that's growth no etimi akosoro na afi so free SHS Mr. Me boss say scar na nadu also audition bia audition ama konanim Mr. no say omo bibi kan omo bibi ya omo kan enfa ho afi o say linking it to aduma but one this one factory one na da no ne alanchamache jamatin onere no ye the buy say industrialization what I say on the vehicle of the MPP and now konko ye bi so o ya frafranto na insu abono ma si ontimi tu no nante a onkonko ye bi so that say industrialization a MPP that is the vehicle otimi yusu ye no kra no SMP na oba John Dramani Mahama in fact on the corruption adokro no on what we call for the expedition investigation can say no ni ni kwase sa gift no oje embremo no ni kwase so oje nti ono the corruption no adokro no so that say kanazui on what we born abaso e no what the motivation den so be a free o man Ghana mo ko born abaso in the end e hwe na kwan na oye na tutu e den no ko born abaso say o tase na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne nhihye ne bi ne se wohwe ye port na yesika ya geno sometimes ya na e wosoro and because of that amount for the fa chiri e bi our neighboring country e bi Togo na bi sa ntie ne ye port system no ono be ma ne aba form either say ne be pe and say e be ba form little below Ghana for witimi afa omaimu na yetimi aye ne mama akonenim so or see there's going to be strategic exploration about mining meaning say you was geological survey department or honum you mining engineers or honum your research institutions or honum I didn't even put them together na locate baby gold no war ye locate what I say also my can was earlier na say the concession already know they are on former association mineral development bank yes support to enti all kono targeted unim say ya map all the baby a gold no ewo nyina enti all kono unim baby a gold no nya fi no ko try and error to say the amount for ya o ma say ensase and association so an e be try no abo o man no e ho ban ensase ni yensuo so that say enti I think that is a very great idea. Papa netimi adwene say no this me nyi sa past method no because ultimately the same method enya different results na you move to an area ebetimi ebe involve even the miners ni nyina any ehemfo any district no yem fa licensing what I say, yen decentralize, yen famra closer to the people. Inti or corners or compare licenses 1 year, 1.5 years. So or you're not just so better or be mining now. Over here galamsey. But say back closer to them, na say fully can district can na yet me at a shorter timer. I believe say or galamsey there, Obija no be responsible man. I feel or say there's going to be a processing unit. What I say common processing unit se uduru point also use mercury now the twi sika no you should end there. Come to this processing unit na yen process the amount ube ade a obetime nya be 30%, 30 to 40% no we betime nya 90%, and then so you mercury free and yen mercury eko menim say who's the mercury se ko moje mu na akem there's no way so betime ayi yen ko fo bebre menim obi ano wo a developed country mercury eko nu no court ehye say ontimi enware ontimi enwo meanwhile obo safo no ka mani sika kese yenso ye hye say ontimi ware because owo a nipa obawo mu nya subnormal what I say, and I think say says here but ye no mercury free ebitimi aboa ama oman no akonanim enti I believe say idea sir Dr. Mahmood ede abano ebeboa ama Ghana yetimi abo yensuo no ho eban almost will be almost.
I thank you very much. Okay, so let me read the messages. Where are the messages? Okay. Okay, please don't interfere with let's don't interfering with okay. Not today. Okay, so this one says, lawyer, I am in Italy. This NDC man is bragging too much. This Mahama, we know him. My name is Eichmann. Okay. Now, this one says, lawyer, in fact, I'm disappointed in Mr. Amwa for saying drip is not sustainable. So is he happy when government policies fail or falls apart? Okay. Or didn't want to muda in an abuaje watching it as from Shilliam sense as this one. Please. This one says, I can see the spirit of Kwakubuahene in the NDC man. Okay. The spirit of Kwakubuahene. Good evening to you, lawyer. I am Ahenkra from Abesim near Sinyane in the Bono region. We are not getting the sound on Kessben television. I've called 2 times to inform you of not getting the sound of the Kessben TV, but nobody picked up the call from Ahenkra Abesim near Sinyane. Please, technicians, this man has said he has called twice. Please try and do the needful. Let me know. Do the needful and give me feedback. Let's know. Because it's a concerned watcher who has issues with the sound. Good evening to you, lawyer. Please compare the amount of money paid to Wyoming and that of the amount spent on the National Cathedral Hall and see which government is more corrupt than the other. From Stephen. Okay. Now, this one says, good evening to you, lawyer, for what happens in Parliament. I'm always blaming MPP MPs because how can you vote for an DC man to become a speaker in Parliament? Some MPP members are too greedy, like that. You don't expect me to mention this, please. Lawyer, now, John Mahama saying that when he becomes president, he is going to employ doctor and nurses to go to house to check Ghanaians' pressure for them. Is this a policy for people to enjoy like John Mahama's go and come back again? Adu Kofi from Ejuso sends us this message. NPP should stop campaigning because they are wasting time and money. Nobody will vote for them. Sam Robert sends us this message. This one says, lawyer, good evening to you. Anyone who runs away from challenges is not a leader. Alan Chamatin will definitely step down if someone insult, provoke, or challenge him in his own party or governance. He's not a leader to lead this country. Okay, you've not added your name to this one. What at all is Baumia coming to do that he can't do now to alleviate the hardship Ghanaians are going through? Baumia has no solution for Ghana, so let's change Nana and Baumia. John Mahama will provide well-paying jobs for Ghanaians through 24-hour policy. Amanwura Peter Sunyane knew Domasons as this message. Now, this one says, thank you, lawyer. Thank you, too. This is from Headmaster Opon Alasa teacher. I am appealing to the people of Usuta Kwaman Beposo constituency to vote for Dr. Alaj Mamu Baumia as president and Honorable Adelaide Ya Ajiwa Intim as member of parliament. Okay. How many minutes do I have? Okay. Now, John Mensah, organizer, NPP Cote d'Ivoire branch, says Asanteman is voting massively for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia in the December 7, 2024 election. Now, this one says, lawyer, please ask Ghana Education Service and Ministry of Education when they are posting university diploma graduates. Okay, your name not added. Okay, if you add your name, that will be fine. Okay, so let me see what the time is. I'll manage, don't worry. As a political scientist, I am very disappointed in judiciary arm of government. They have of late come down to nothing but government okay. I'm sure you want to say manipulating them to do the wish of the ruling party. How can religious bodies, CSOs, and the entire citizens of this country called upon the judiciary to act on the LGBTQ bill and the Galamsey? The judiciary woefully refused to the people of Ghana, but a single person, majority leader, called upon them within 24 hours. The judiciary ran to do the wish of government. This is the reason why MPP government and must be voted as Gabis new Edibiasi Zongo. Sir Gabis, to be fair to the judiciary, I, as a lawyer, monitoring what is going on in Supreme Court, that LGBTQ case is a pending matter. It is not ripe for hearing. What went to the Supreme Court for the ruling was an application. And applications are dealt with especially based on the exigency of the situation. So there's a difference between hearing a case itself and an application. This one, on this occasion, for stay of execution. Don't lump the two together and lambast the judiciary when the basis for the lambasting is not fair to the judiciary. Please, that one I have a duty to clarify. I am Josephine from Emina. Please tell all to pray for our mother Ghana, but let's vote for Dr. Baumia to continue with the best legacy his master did. Okay, it's now 8:50. It is. We are left with 10 minutes. So 10 minutes, what we can do is to do 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 6 minutes, and then you give me 2 minutes to end the show. I think it is fair, right? Oh, but why Mr. Mwatris? Okay, so we should go 3 minutes. Kwame Mamisha say for 3 minutes.
Okay. Lawyer, where you cook ni na utemia? About TME pa. Bra na NDC ti akonya so 2016. Say offer cocoa bag bako. Na say all the kwa bruchile say okwa koton. Na abrofo no ton 719 Ghana cedis. 700 cedis are 19 cedis dachi. Na John Mahama ni NDC. Emma Wuko ni 475. So the buy into percentage are 66% of the world price. Me say to be. Time and NDC tell kunya last year 2016. Now time cocoa 64 kilos bag ba cocoa abrochile so koton. Na abrofo no ton 719 Ghana cedis. na yen NDC for John Mahama ama wo cocoa kura 475, which is 66%. And now me know ka say udi cocoa bag ba akoko abrochira eye 12,260 Ghana cedis. 12,120 million. President Kufuor na Alhaji Bawumia ama wo cocoa kura 3,080 Ghana cedis, which is 25%. And this yen NDC for ya ka kira wo cocoa kura ni say yen ye tia akonwa so anka ya ma wo cocoa bag bo kura anka ye 50 million a ye track record kire. If you say yen time na ekoton no 700 Ghana cedis no na ya ma wo cocoa kura ni 475, and na obi tia akonwa so cocoa ni bo na duru 12,000 Ghana cedis or ma wo 3,000, and to ko oti region ni ade a people are smuggling ko Togo 8,000. Enti ade na President Kufuor na Alhaji Bawumia omuta cocoa kwafo no mu di omu bonesa cocoa yi mu abi ni ho enka motivation be na wo mu se cocoa bag ba ko 50 million wo de lawyer wa ahwese de nka manfo be si ape na wo koton ade na 120 million na wo bre cocoa kura ni 3,080 Ghana cedis. Enti aka kire cocoa kwafo ni se yen NDC ye ba ye besa review price no said the name am 66% no ye track record kire say ya nya kura we can give you 50 because near 66 we can give you 50%. Enti Kenya kura nka 5,000 sen ka de cocoa ni chi ebio we cocoa kura ni a unim se NDC tia akwa so ne che fertilizer mam free ara wo sam ne say mokoto aba Ghana for do na koto aba ti ajon ma bibi ba ye no fertilizer na ya tworo ho not for sale no mo akwa for mani tua ne ya say aton ma mo
me da say
ya besa the free fertilizer na sa ba
me da say
ama mo de agum
thank you very much I want get 3 minutes
yeah pato fertilizer no na omo ton mo ho intina na yield of cocoa no any products in this country na ecoform because omo growth there's all the fertilizer more free or say higher growth we are not getting it but 2% 3%. Me say masa yedi na me kasa o kasa na wa ha hey oh
okay uncle
apart from that no we emra Ghana he ya me nko amano say o di sika no emra mo wo abem no yi mo samo 470 cedis no now we beat to cement mako 14 and then 3,000 you beat to 20 more than 24 yeah ba me cement we beat to mako 24 enti misraw unim de wo kan o de ko amanane na unim you dey see what parliament no e coup d'etat. That is the way I see it. Because unim
coup d'etat, that word I won't allow coup d'etat will not suffice.
Ndi menka den.
Coup d'etat. Coup d'etat, they said there's been a military takeover.
Unacceptable. And also, it is unacceptable because unim very well say you need the opportunity to replace these people. So that's because Emrano aka at one. We a lawyer muya a unim. So that's it. Apart from that, no, a political party and a two abama omo. Almost two abama omo no. Sa political party a two abama omo no. Almost 10 and day. We say because or say in the future me call independent. Me you if you hold them. And tell me can't nisano. Oh that's it. Almost point, almost time and swing. Political party and a two abama omo. Also me you if you hold them. Now all of a sudden we say because opeso you want to use the back door. Opeso use the back door to become a majority. It will never happen. And I'm happy say the Supreme Court day or more ruling Abba. I'm so happy say it me Abba. What me see when you go to am with my emra you can't udi opa munya dem baye. O that's emra ultimately you should backdoor majority. What is the motivation? And here pan the call fuemu mama sa ruling no eba no. We say there has been a precedent and one no there has been a precedent. Precedent behind the assume. What were the instances and the circumstances at that time. So what I say, it me say, don't hear no, it is unacceptable.
Okay.
And I'm happy say the judiciary abem omotimi
adenema. I will come Mr. Martin minutes yanko.
Yeah, me around the friend. Around the friend now can say me say drip no any sustainable no tias here. First time better tias here say kwabri is the BC Say, and the first time we be say the machines are ready district assembly. Battery na new. One washing is our machine pillow. I'm washing. It's the one. Well, what do you say? Excavators, machines never buy. Excavators here buy. Machines never buy. Excavators come home. But women share one excavator crowd. I don't know share machines buy drip machines. Excavator come, but nini na ade and the woman fan.
Now way.
Aha, nini na ade regional administration. Because I don't know more share come. Because women if they share come, because I am say site. What do I say? Because when you say share come, because I am say site. And the no go on. It tells you say still there's questionable about the drip. I don't have any about it, but there must plan a sustainable year. A bit more man I couldn't. Yesterday we are not back and forth. Until you know you're there here. I think you're back. Agree so. I didn't say who say, yeah, Alan Martinez on no bar. Nobody say, obey form agro parks. Agro parks, say, baby, now you're number quay, but in Sasaka, got drop on so, and then say, you must marry on Sazi a good one. Yes, I ask it to her. Se see ya again I say nanu ya as eni agi kakra eduane aba yedien ye wi fi for past months time na nsu to nsu anto afia na nsu ato enti Alan Martin de no de ba there are certain areas bi ho a untimi ndamo enye irrigation ne de no say areas ya entimi nye irrigation entimi water nsase no ma entimi plan what the be technology a ye betumi ama ensuo ato ebe basere be ya ye benya continuous water to irrigate our lands and I say to say betumi aboa me ensas no etumi ayi na etumi ade eduam because we be otie be yin aduane there nchama say on the policy no niam wa hihia egina ho a say Ghana for ehu sa no ne to abama no a obetumi abeboa ma man na konanim enye de toba ya da bia na omoye because you maybe say hihia niam ebetimi ama oman etima ko nanim continuously nya so 4 years was some science to asabesia ni ekoba da bia na back and forth it's not helping us as a nation it as a nation no da bia say reverend one of kind also your vote is the kind of prayer about kind of world you want to live in it is all per se abaye kwa to ya na say baby idri yetimi ko anim na yetimi gina obeto aba no a to ase ho a Atem 13 ubia bedidi wase ho na de siso na mi hira mu nyina
number 1
oh ewu
number 1 Dr. Mahmoud Parliament number 1 woni time bia de ma
well, that is what it is. That is what it is. Zinabezida meaning yes ya nasi kesra. Okay, so about the crown our democracy chibades our Kessben on behalf of the producers of the program I say thank you so much Aban K. Thank you so much, Kwame Tia, and thank you so much, Mr. Joseph Amwa. We have a very interesting discussion this evening. God willing, next week, let's monitor what is going to happen as we prepare to go back to Parliament on Tuesday. We will be watching what happens in Parliament on Tuesday as our democracy progresses and to the next level. Meeting at Ohene Gyan, thank you very much for making time with us. There will be no beer in heaven. Enjoy the beer that you have on this earth at this time. So if you have a chilled beer, just enjoy. Say bye-bye. And the Rasta man will say tatai.